Okay, so it's hey everyone, it's Josh, and I know what you're thinking, right? Like Josh, you're already doing an Echo playthrough, and you just started a playthrough of Password, but this game literally just came out, so I'm recording. I'm excited. I think the this guy looks super cool, and that's what I want. So it didn't say build 1, it just said demo, so I don't know if we're getting like a bunch of builds leading up to the full release or like what's happening with that, but who cares? I want to play it. So tick tick tick. The chattering, oh wow, that just okay. The chattering mechanism of the grandfather clock echoes throughout the quiet living room. Slumping idly against the ornate armchair, you let out a heavy, impatient sigh. Tap, 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 tap. Your clawed fingers add to the rhythm as they clack against the armchair's carven wooden trimming. Your mind is elsewhere, however, considering what to say to your father when he gets home. I'm just going to slide the microphone a bit. Okay. What excuse hasn't he heard already? He's the ruler of the underworld, after all. Suddenly you hear the sound of fire erupting. A portal is opening. Sound effect. Oh, okay. A body-length seam appears in reality before you, cracking open to become a bright crimson portal. A dark shape appears within the portal, the bright crimson light dulling into a bloody red hue. All you need to see is a protruding belly to confirm it's your father. Oh no, he's got a dad bod. Your father stands before you, holding a name tag in his hand, beaming. My name is clearly emblazoned on the name tag. You thought you were ready to say something, but his smile throws you off kilter. Hey son, look at what I got you. You try to fake a smile, but it comes off awkwardly. Hey pa. Your stomach is in a knot. He walks over and hands the name tag as the portal behind him closes. What is this? What this is an all-access pass to the tortured district. A little something for later. I know you've been waiting for this day. Oh wow, thanks, Pa. Listen, you need to put your name on it before we can go. Now hold it. Then think of your name written on it, and it appears. Go on, give it a go, son. He rests his heavy hands against your shoulders, and you smile weakly back at him in return. Sure, Pa. Does this child have a name? A name already? I'm curious. It's a good thing I have just the page for the game open so I can like check like I did with Password. It just says that you're a demon. Like a demon lord. Damn. Well, let's no. That's what we're gonna go with, okay? Yes. I'm gonna say yes to my name is no. Perfect. Milky black ink shifts before your eyes and enters your name on the tag. Very good, son. Your father shifts his gaze from the name tag to your face. His smile is bigger than ever, which makes the wrinkles on his skin even more obvious than usual. A part of you wonders if you'll look like your father when you grow old. Many demons you've met commented that you're the spitting image of him when he was younger. Now come on, put it on and we can go on the tour. Pa, wait. Why? What's wrong? No, You take a deep breath and press your hands together. I have to tell you the truth. I don't want to go on the tour of your office this year. What? His jaw drops. But you love going on tour. Remember how you told me you couldn't wait to work in your dad's office one day and rule over all the demons and corrupted souls? Pa, I was just a hatchling then. Now I don't know. I don't know if I want to be the Demon Lord. But today I had so much to tell you. A wonderful day going over the various inventors, investors. I don't know, investors in the underworld. The underworld has investors? We do, but let's go back to you. Where is all this coming from? With a snap of his fingers, a chair materializes to support the senior demon lord as he reclines into it. Shoulders forward and Claude holds hands held between his legs. I'm not sure. Can you say where feelings come from? I've just been questioning it if this is what I want to do in my life. Life? No, I guess that works. Son, becoming Demon Lord isn't just a job. It's our duty. It's what keeps the underworld running. Yeah. Yeah, but don't you ever wonder if you could be anything else? The Demon Lord slumps back into his cushy chair. My whole life I wanted nothing but to be the Demon Lord. What is making you hesitate? If you're at the top, you already have everything below it. Maybe being at the top of everything is what worries me. Maybe I want a simple life, to become a bartender or teach demon soul tennis. Soul tennis? That sounds lit. Oh, it's really cool. It's a new sport I invented. You take a soul and you use it as the tennis ball. Oh, okay. I get it. Son. Your father, the Demon Lord, leans in forward, his large hand resting against your shoulders once again. I say this because I care. At some point, I won't be around anymore. Pa, let me finish. You and I are Demon Lords by birth. This job is our birthright, our destiny. We aren't immortal. That's the curse we must bear as judges of mortal souls. It's just making sure I'm just making sure you're prepared for the future, whatever comes your way. The underworld needs a Demon Lord, and you will be great at it. I don't think I can do what you do, Pa. It's nothing really. You've made this. Well, we've made for this. We are made for this, yeah. Okay. Give it time. You'll be the most badass Demon Lord the underworld has seen. He squeezes your shoulders assertively as a heavy sigh passes your lips. Looking down, you affix the name tag. No. Demon Lord in training. There. And if you're good, we can hit up the bar at the end of the day. I can get that. I can get behind that. A slash cuts a seam in the air. Then a crimson portal appears once again. Before you, a Demon Lord stands ready, but your gaze wavers with uncertainty. Yet you stand side by side with your father and take the next step forward towards the portal, towards your future. 5 years have passed since that time. My lord. Wow, this guy's he's a design. I do like Pro Tag Kun though. He's real cute. The sharp voice, instantly recognizable as your second in command, rings throughout your office like cymbals crashing against your ears. Dazed, you raise your head and turn towards the source of your discomfort. What is it, Vendred? Vendrake? Vendred. Oh man, I'm just thinking about the best Yu-Gi-Oh archetype ever printed, aren't I? Vendrake. The meeting is about to start in 15 minutes. You must get down there already. In a minute. Can't you see I'm busy? You raise your handheld console from your... yeah, I forgot. He has like a fucking Switch, like a loser. You were using before Vendrake was so rude as to interrupt. Vendrake is fuming, his hands balled up tight and shaking with a building rage. My lord! Just go already, I'll be there. You wave him away. Oh, that's great. Vendrake lets out an angry scuff and floats towards the door, slamming it shut as he leaves. With peace returned to you, I just noticed this journal icon. I'm gonna click it. Vendrake's like the grumpy uncle in the family that nags to everyone about how things were better back in the old days. I understand the sentiment. I get it. Pa said that great-great-grandpa created Vendrake when the underworld was first established. He's the first and oldest demon, not to mention the stuffiest. Every day it's no file this report and no, put that tablet down and eat your dinner. It's even worse when he barks at me about needing to give a lengthy speech for an opening of some new torture building. So insufferable. So infuriating. What's this? Locations. Names. Okay. Okay. What's this? Okay. Well, now I'm acquainted with the menu. That's nice. With peace returned to you, you place the handheld console upon the table and sit back. You glance over the table. Piles of paperwork have stacked up, all awaiting your review and approval. In the far right corner is a photo frame of your father. Well, Pa, it's been 5 years. When is this job supposed to get easier? You frown at the photograph and slump over the desk when your head buries into your hands. This job has slowly been eating away at you each and every day. Every day all the same, ever since you started. Not less than a day since he passed away. It was a simple ritual. He faded away out of existence right in front of you. Everything planned like clockwork as he said his goodbyes to his generals and you. Still, there was barely any time for you to mourn because the underworld's leaders gave their allegiance to you and tasked you with leading them. Deciding it's time, you make your way to the meeting room. Oh, fancy. A dry mood filled the meeting room, despite Vendrake tapping away at the table in frustration. All eyes turn to you as you enter the room. Hey, gang, it's time. Let's get this meeting started. Okay, I'll just take attendance then. Someone kill me. Amar? Was that his name? Yeah, Amara? Amar? Sure. We know who's here. We can skip this. Never, my lord. We have to follow procedure. 70% of all successful meetings always start with a proper attendance call. Additionally, we cannot discount the psychological effect of an attendance call to a demon's attention. It releases... All right, just get on with it. Okay, so I, Amar, I hope I'm saying that right. General of Technologies and Weaponry am here. Nox, General of the Mental Torture. What, he's not a time god or something? Here. Fortis, General of Physical Torture. Here. Oh, that looks like a big friend. You plug your ears. Fortis, must you shout everything? The loudest is the strongest at roll call. There is also strength in silence. You calling me stupid or to shut up? Not really. Which is it? No, really. Which is it? Pay attention, you two. Yes, let's just finish this. Vendrake, Chief of Security and Second in Command. Present, as always. Last but not least, Lord No, ruler of the underworld and judge of all mortal souls. Here. On the inside, you roll your eyes as your body nods towards the multi-limbed general. Amar then proceeds to read the previous meeting's minutes. The minutes reading goes on for a good half hour, whatever. Recalling the decisions made last time, such as adding more lava to the lava pits so that the souls attempting to cross them get burned easier. Amar's request for the new tools for his workshop and the rejection of Nox's request for a torture massage chair. 10 out of 10. Every general is listening intently to what Amar is reading. And that's it. Does everyone accept the minutes? I do. I still want to revisit my massage chair proposal, but I accept. I accept, my lord. Yes, let's carry on. Onwards with today's agenda. First of all, we lost 24 new souls last Friday. Reports indicate a few physical torture demons were dunked on the job. This is a disgrace. Never in thousands of years have we ever lost souls like that. The souls literally walked back to their bodies and came back to life. Relax. We'll get them next time. I made those out of shape half-wit squat until their legs turned to ash. Oh, okay. Shape squat, half-wit squats. Yeah, okay. That sounds weird, but okay, Fortis. If Fortis has already dealt with the issue, why are we discussing this today? Amar's eyes dart around between Nox and Fortis, as if to force them to speak. He then looks at you and smiles nervously. Well, my lord, the demons were interrogated. Yeah, they said they thought it was okay to drink on the job because they saw... Amar taps his fingers on his notepad. They saw you. Vendrick is standing up and pointing accusingly at you. They saw you drinking in the bar when you were supposed to be working. Oh, but that sounds reasonable though. A chill runs through the meeting room as the others in the room avert their gaze. Leaning back, you cross your arms defensively. Your shoulders rise up, making you look small. Well, I could have sworn I wore a disguise that time. Okay. The demons look to each other, then back at you. Boss, it's not that you can't go drinking, but it might be best to avoid doing so during work hours. You set an example whether you realize it or not. What? There's no way anyone really cares. I saw one of my underlings wearing a colorful floral shirt and sandals while torturing a soul. Good for comfort, but totally ineffective for mentally torturing a soul. I had to burn it to set an example for the others, show them how to do their jobs. You mean you burnt the clothes or the demon? Both. The frog general yawns. He too appears to have lost interest in the meeting after saying his piece, but with Nox it's always hard to tell. He's the type to keep his guard up no matter the company he's with. Boss, is something going on with you? Do you need more time to get used to the job? Maybe it's performance anxiety. Yes, I could have a machine ready to look into your brain and let you physically punch out your anxiety in no time. No, look, All your complaints are noted, and I'll take the necessary steps to deal with them on my own. So please continue with what you're doing. You sit upright and cross your arms. Oh, well, everyone's having a good time. That better mean that your lordship will be taking his work more seriously. We need your guidance to develop the underworld. You wave your hand. You wave your second in command away. Okay. Enough talk about me. Can we just move on to the next agenda? Those in the room check their agenda sheets. Right then. Next on the agenda is the ratings for new sins. The team in the R&D want feedback on a new sin they discovered. Replying two long messages online with a single word response. That is not a sin. Just let me Jesus, like First Echo makes fun of Leo for his like 3-word responses, and this game is just like, what about 0-word responses? What about that? Because I do that a lot, where like someone will message me and I just won't respond. I like to think that my silence answers for me. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. Yeah, see, it's fine. With the rest of the meeting goes on, although you struggle to contribute much to the discussion. Your mind is adrift and you'd rather be anywhere else but here. Still, you force yourself to remain somewhat aware until the end of the meeting. And that's everything for today's meeting. We'll meet again next week, same day, same time, as per the schedule. Until then. Oh, sound effects. Nox and Vendrake open their portal and step through them. Amar is next to leave. He sheepishly bows as he opens his portal. As he steps through, one of his documents falls to the floor. His hand reaches out from the other side as he stamps around blindingly for a few seconds before touching the document and retreating back through the portal. You are left alone with Fortis, the large Rottweiler. He's a Rottweiler? Okay. Demon looking at you with concerned eyes. So, I guess I'll head off? No, I want to talk to you. Demon to demon. Your ears perk up. You haven't heard your generals address you by name since you took over. Okay, what's on your mind, big guy? Fortis crosses his arms. What's with you, no? You look like someone stepped on you, then spat in your face, then stepped on you again. Excuse me? Where's your fire, boy? The large demon raises both arms in the air and shakes them furiously. I've trained you in fighting skills for years leading up to you becoming Demon Lord, and you always fought back until you could finally kick my butt, but now a damn breeze could topple you. You sigh and rub the back of your neck, looking at the larger demon. You can tell that he's trying to cheer you up. Fortis, I'm okay, really. I just have a lot on my mind. Father didn't exactly leave a guidebook on how to improve the underworld. As for my ideas, they're either rehashing what's been done before, or just completely idiotic. I shouldn't say this, but I really wonder if I'm in the right line of work. You know what's good for a cluttered mind? Some cardio. You chuckle slightly as how he proposed the idea with a straight face. Yeah, maybe. I'll try that. You force yourself to smile as not to worry the general. Fortis cocks his head to the side, unsure if you're faking it. Hey, if you're having a tough time, you can always come over and train with me and the boys. How are your brothers? They're doing good. They're getting better at patrolling the gates for souls trying to escape. They still ask when you'll join us for dinner again, though, like the old times. Dinner of ribs with the Cerberus brothers, where you literally got to fight for your meal and everyone else will eat your share. That's Cerberus demons for you. Listen, I know I'm not the demon to tell you what to do, but if it helps, you can always turn to us just to talk about your problems. Me, Amar, Nox. Not sure about Vendrake, but 3 out of 4 ain't so bad. Oh, wouldn't that be a poor move on my part, showing weakness to my employees? Think of it as a chance to vent. You have the hardest job around here, and I know that once you overcome the challenge and get used to it, you are going to build some some healthy muscles that'll make every demon better than ever. Fortis goes on does a double, yeah, okay, bicep flex and snorts. Thanks for the words of confidence, Fortis. Anytime, boss. I think I've said my part, and that and that offer to come train with my bros and I is still on the table. We demons got to look out for each other. You nod. Fortis then stands up and opens his portal. He throws you a double bicep pose while yelling "Bam" just to get you fired up like old times. You return the gesture until the portal closes, leaving you alone with your thoughts. A sense of comfort fills your heart knowing that Fortis still has faith in you. Maybe tomorrow won't be so bad. The next day you find yourself confronted by an unamused Vendrake. Staring at you with intensity you can only meet with sideways glances. The more you avoid his glare, the closer he gets. Vendrake, I appreciate your attention, but don't you have some streets to patrol? I'll get to it soon, my lord. Vendrake pulls himself back and crosses his arms in a huff. Watching you yesterday, the damn demon lord, be accused of skipping out on work. Do you know how embarrassing that is for the very institution of the underworld? Yeah. Relax, Vendrake. You look so tense. Did you eat yet? You do get cranky when you're hungry. Don't try to change the subject. This can't keep happening. Never in the history of demon lords have any of them acted like this. Do you call it skipping out on work? No. I'd call it brainstorming initiative to inspire creativity among the board members. What would your father say if he saw you today? That I'm doing a great job. With a snap of Vendrake's fingers, 2 stacks of paperwork fall onto the desk. What is all this? Last week's applications and complaint forms? You told me to read it all and summarize the main points to you. First time anyone's ever made me do that, crummy brat. What was that last part? Nothing. I'm just talking to myself. You flip through a few pages of the first stack. There's post-it notes on top of each form. This looks like a lot. Do you think you could... Vendrake stares down intensely with bloodshot eyes. You sense that it would be unwise to ask him to help you clear out of all of your work. So be it. I'll just go through it. Vendrake opens a portal behind him. He turns to face the Crimson Portal. I'm happy to hear that, my lord. I'll have the next batch of documents sent over when I'm done with my patrol. Remember to read all of it, just give me the brief notes. Vendrake's frame rises and falls like he's taking a long breath. Of course, my lord. His words are thick with indignation? Okay. Oh, we got more journal entries. Oh, we got everyone's here. Okay. Okay. So we have the multi-limbed guy who's is the self-proclaimed genius of the underworld. Pa's dad created him. Can't you just say grandpa? Okay. Him with which makes him the 3rd general created. The dude's mad about tech and machinery. He wants to know how this works and how he can apply that towards upgrading his own inventions. Although, he can go overboard sometimes, and when he does go off to the deep end, he commits to it. Once I asked him to recreate this console I saw on Earth, but he made it into a flying drone that blasts lasers every time I press a button. I just wanted to play Wowzer's Odyssey. That's terrible, but I'd play it. Demon. Oh my god, that's a lot, and that's a box. I guess that did not go very well, did it? Okay. There's a word for those of us who live and work in the in the underworld. Demons. It took great-great-grandpa thousands of years of PR to get the people from Earth to have the words stick to their own mortal lexicon. I heard they ran nightmare ads among famous philosophers and poets back then. I've seen some of the old ads. The usual. It's usually a demon in a bow tie going, "Sinners beware, stay off the path of the righteous living, and you'll win a free trip to the underworld with your personal torture demon to torment you for an unfathomable, I can't word, eternity of non-existence itself," which was then followed up with a free tour that may or may not mentally scar the fragile mortal. Fortis and I are close. Like, he's a demon, and I have a drink with... he's a demon I can have a drink with at any time. Great-grandpa created him and his brothers to help guard the underworld from any soul dumb enough to attempt escaping. Despite his single head, he's actually a Cerberus demon, among who anyone who dares to point that out would be punched into next week. His great passions are working out, getting others to work out, and his brothers, sometimes I've been unlucky to have been roped along into some cruel training regimen. It's already exercise just from avoiding him during the workout highs. Nox, he's the frog, right? Yeah. Another name for the night. He was the last general to be created. Pa made him, yet I never saw them close with each other. Even with me, he keeps a distance and never reveals much about himself. All I know is that he's always looking out for opportunities to relax. His mysteriousness is matched by his skills with fighting style games. I just can't beat the guy in any two-player match. Okay. Locations. Underworld. The underworld is the inverse of up above. I don't know how deep into the abyss this place goes, but I tried dropping a coin out the window a few decades back when I was a kid, and I hadn't heard it land since. Each floor isn't the same, so as small as a broom closet, some are large enough, some are small as to be able to accommodate entire cities within it, and some are literally a fire space. A vice? Okay. Though most of the man, this is a lot of text of the current ruling demon lord, but every time I try to have my own arcade room or some other private movie theater, Vendrick will inevitably show up and turn it into another freaking file room. This man's. Okay. Vendrick enters the portal, leaving you alone with your work. You slouch back against your chair with a loud groan. Pa, how did you do this every day? You recoil the day. You recall the day he died, as he waits for his time to come in the ritual house. You ask him a simple question: how do I be a great demon lord like you? All he said was, take care of everyone's souls. You still have no idea what that means. You pull the first document off the pile, a red leathery page with embossed black text describing the affairs of another. You slouch back, cock your head onto the side as you read. The first document is about a demon bartender is unhappy that his patrons keep buying his drinks only to go outside and clutter clutter the walkway as they drink with friends. He requests the right to install retractable spikes so he can spear those loiterers. Damn, I don't know. That sounds fun, though. You know what? Yeah, it sounds fun. Next, someone is requesting to open an exotic strip club. The theme is that the customers are forced to strip by the strippers, and they pay to get their clothes back. Sounds more like they're getting paid to be mugged. Do demons actually really have kinks like this? Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't think I'm going to approve that one. This one is from a demon working in a physical torture district. According to this, Fortis has been making them work out regularly to keep up their stamina. Now these demons want a bar in the torture zone so they can load up on protein shakes whenever they want. More buff demons? I'm not against it, but then again, I'm gonna approve of that. Crap, this one's longer than the others, than the ones before. It must be from Amar. Damn, not even Vendrick can summarize this much. To our glorious demon lord, I put the idea that will revolutionize the underworld, a brand new tool that will help to enhance the experience of the souls in the underworld. We began by considering what is a soul. A soul's physical form is that of a blue flame. Nope, too long. Don't want to read it. I'm sorry, but I just can't. Yeah, I'm just not gonna approve it. Like, what the fuck? TLDR, I'm just not gonna have an opinion. If any demon walks past your office, they can hear you groaning in defeat. Even though Vendrick did a good job summarizing all of this, it doesn't make it any less tedious. You pull the page from the pile, one after another, and another, and another. Your mind turns off and you wander, and you become a machine, moving from one document to the next. The rest of your day goes on pretty much the same, processing documents until punch-out time comes the next day. Vendrick enters your office with his usual unamused expression. Vendrick! You call out from your desk. He stands right next to you with his hand on his hips. You'll be happy to know I've already cleared all of this paperwork. You can take it now. Of course, my lord. With a snap of his fingers, the documents from your complete stack falls through the portal. You feel a sense of accomplishment built up inside your chest. Now, if there's anything else today... Oh, but there is, my lord. Another stack, yeah. He snaps his fingers again, and 2 large stacks of documents fall from the ceiling onto your desk. Your jaw drops as you stare at both piles, twice the size of the ones you had yesterday. You point at the top of the pile and turn to Vendrick. You're kidding me. It wouldn't be there if I was, now would it? Best to get started now, my lord. You summarized all of this in one day. I did 200 yesterday, and there's no way you could have got this many done since then. All I did was follow your lead, my lord. You make me do extra work, I make my underlings do a little extra work. My position on the security team does have its benefits. You want to say something about taking advantage of his position, but you suspect that's exactly what he wants. All the best to you, my lord. Vendrick makes a triumphant turn to leave. Just the mere thought of what this demon had laid bare before you makes your mind run wild with rage. Frustration and all of your energy, your time, your life, that is being wasted by this sucky, terrible, infuriating job. There's a voice in your head telling you to run. Just run away from this prison of tediousness. You stare down the tower of requests, selfish demands, and utter mundanity that covers your desk. They shift and grow in your eyes, towering over you. Your mind running over each page like it's a prison sentence. 1 minute, another minute, and another. All you can see in your life is darkness. Is this what your life was forever meant to be? Will you die buried with this never-ending paperwork? Your thoughts are completely overcome by the existential dread. The fear chokes you, holding any word you had to say hostage. You feel your whole life falling deep down into this vortex of paperwork, never to escape. Not like this. A light shines in the darkness. An idea. Hold up, Vendrick. Vendrick, in the midst of summoning his portal, drops his hand. What is it, my lord? I've been inspired. Vendrick crosses his arms. Excuse me? The role of a demon lord is to lead the underworld and make changes for the better. Wouldn't you agree? Go on. Something has struck me, Vendrick. I don't appear to deal well with the traditional method to achieve this goal that you expect from me. I want to achieve that goal, I really do, but world-changing ideas don't come to me stuck in an office. It takes a welcoming and free environment. Get what I mean? He just looks at you with a quizzical look in his eyes, his mouth slightly agape. Now, you and we both want what's best for the underworld, correct? I think there's a better use for my talent as Demon Lord. I think there's a better way. I think it's time for revolution, Vendrake. I don't. Okay. Just as grand as the business struck my paw and put in place. I suppose that you are fairly correct, but no buts, Vendrake. You glide over and drape your arm against his shoulder. Say yes to the future of the underworld. Yes? Great! You pull yourself away from Vendrake and push him towards your desk. At first, he uses his body to resist you, but he knows his place and goes along with it. All right, Vendrake, for the next 2 weeks, you're honorary Demon Lord. Congrats, by the way, really suits you. Now do take care of this paperwork while You turn around and open a portal. Take a week off, explore, and come back with my change, my revolution. A week off? Wait, you can't leave me with all this work. I'm already chief of security. You can't expect me to deal with all of this and keep the underworld safe at the same time. The portly demon turns and pins your foot in place for this. I'm not letting you drop your responsibilities on me just so that you can slack off. Come on, it's just 1 week. I know you can handle all this boring shit. You love it. You live for it. Do you not understand that you are the Demon Lord? It is not my place to be you. Do your job. Is this my job? I thought it was to lead the underworld. I can do my job here or elsewhere. Just fill in the gaps until I get back. Do your job, Vendrick. That's an order. You gesture to the chair behind your desk with a scoff. Vendrick's body is flung into the chair with a swift motion. No, this is not acceptable. Come back and... You don't hear what he says after that, as you've already gone through the other side of the portal, warm sunlight beaming onto your demonic face. The morning sky gives you a delightful welcome to the mortal world. The sound of the ocean waves crashing against the shores, and the smell of the sea rejuvenating your body. Revigorating. Now this calls for a drink. Sometime later. Settling into your sabbatical on Earth was easier than you thought. Really? That's what you're... Pineapple swim trunks? Jesus. Jesus, this man. He's kind of cute. Of course, a demon must keep up appearances. All it takes is a snap of your fingers and you can change your body and identity. So a single click later, and voila, your demonic visage is replaced with that of a regular lion, a common species throughout the mortal world. You are quite proud of your disguise, a somewhat handsome character, but not one that would stick out too much. You realize you should conjure some money up later when it comes time to find a place to stay, but for now you get started on that idea you told Vendrick about. Your plans is neither grand or revolutionary. All you want is to take in the beach, meet the locals, and maybe drop by the casino to see what whose luck you can ruin with some divine intervention. Finding a nice spot to place your beach chair and soak in the sun. You smile inwardly, thinking about how everyone is none the wiser of your true identity. To them, you're just another guy in a pair of sunnies and board shorts. This feels so nice. A voluptuous vixen in a black string bikini walks by with her friend. You tilt your head down to get a better look at the folks on the beach. Oh, I got a journal update. Demon form. Okay. How a demon looks is very important. It's not just a part of their style, but also their brand. Although demons have a fixed form that is purely an aesthetic choice, like enemies in a video game, demons have been known to shapeshift to suit the job they have. Sadly, my transformation skills are limited compared to other demons. I've proposed having every demon look like the characters from their favorite anime, but it's hard to make demons with multicolored hair dressed in schoolgirl outfits outfits intimidating for torture. I don't know about that, friend. I think some people would be into it. I could get used to this life. Just as you rest your head and back to your seat, a single eyeball appears next to you. Lord, no! Ah, fucking hell. You sit straight up in the shock. The eyeball floats over to meet your face. Vendrick? Yes, it's me. You need to get your butt back over here before anyone notices you're gone. Vendrick, get it through your thick head. I'm not coming back. Just handle the work that I usually do. You can't be serious about this. Hey, you're the one who's always complaining that I'm not living up to my potential as Demon Lord. Then you can put your money where your mouth is and show me how it's done. Fine, I will. Don't you say I never gave you a chance. You brought this on yourself. The eyeball bursts into the flames and disappears. You roll your eyes back into the back of your chair. Your attention is drawn as a beefy Rottweiler in a pair of tights swims by. You let out a wolf whistle. Jesus. Now back to something I want to do. So, it's come to this. 20,000 years of loyal service to each and every Demon Lord, and now I get pushed around by a half-brain nitwit that would rather have time under the sun than manage the innumerable amounts of demons under him. Ridiculous. Vendrick's paces, circling around the Demon Lord's desk. The very desk he has always been at the foot of, diligently serving his master's plans. A very, very long time ago, the first Demon Lord took him that if he worked hard enough, he would one day be rewarded for his loyalty. Vendrick continues to pace, wondering if there was ever a day that reward would come to pass. Clenching his fists, he takes no seat. Until now, every Demon Lord he served had given Vendrick a sense of pride. He felt like he was the right-hand man of the greatest and most powerful being in the universe. Oh, but how people have changed. His stomach burns at the mere thought of taking the orders of someone so much worse than they are. His fingers creak as he considers all the lost potential in the underworld. Everything that has been improved if this Demon Lord was ever halfway competent. If I were Demon Lord, I'd run this place differently. No more nonsense with drinking and partying. Demons are meant to torture souls, and that's what they'll do, processing souls day in and out. Then the glory of the underworld will be known to all, and the mortals will learn to fear us demons again. But should I? Vendred's monologue is interrupted by the sound of the office door opening slightly. Who's there? Vendrick opens his coat to reveal the monstrous mouth on his stomach. His second mouth beginning to emanate an orange glow, ready to spew forth molten fire. But there's nothing there. He returns to a neutral stance and stands in a contemplation where, looking at the desk, the room fills with a cold atmosphere. Vendrick, a stoic pillar in the lifeless space. Could I be Demon Lord? His eyes widen and become milky gray. The sounds of whispers around him. He continues to speak through no one is there. Yes, of course I can deliver. Okay. Yes. Help me be the Demon Lord, and I promise you won't regret it. The cool atmosphere was gone in a thumping heartbeat. Vendrick's eyes return to normal as he looks around, somewhat perplexed. He is unsure of what has happened over the past minute, but he feels a strange confidence in himself. Confidence and a sudden stroke of brilliance. He leans into the seat and staples his fingers together. A wide smile grows across his face, which also reaches the gaping mouth to his stomach. Yes, this will do nicely. A month has passed since that day. You said you would be gone for a week. Fortis stands before you. You have the hardest job around here, and I know once you overcome it and get used to it, you are going to build some hearty muscles that'll make every demon better than ever. Fortis? You let out a sigh. I'm sorry I've let you down. You yawn as you stretch yourself awake. Good morning, beautiful. Partner. Morning, handsome. It's a beefy Rottweiler you meet on the on the beach a while back. The two of you have been going at it like crazy since you introduced yourself. Want to get some breakfast? Be a good chance to shop for clothes afterwards too. Breakfast sounds good, but clothes shopping isn't that something couples do? Whatever you do to wouldn't you want to do that with someone you've known longer than a week? A week, sweetie. It's been a month. A month? Wow, time sure flies when you're having fun. You wrap your arms around the Rottweiler and snuggle him close. Wow, this is gay. Crap, Vendrick's going to have my head when I get back. Listen, there's something that I need to tell you. You're probably not going to like it. You can tell me anything. I'll take all you got. Well, you know I'm not from this town, and you look him straight in the eyes, and he can knows where you're going with this. I've got to get back home today. The dog's smile crumbles and tears up into welling in his eyes. This always happens when you get too close with a mortal. Getting them is the easy part, but they always get so attached before you leave. It's sad being a mortal, isn't it? But I guess it can be pretty sad being a demon too. Somehow, after many hours, you are able to convince him that you leaving is the best thing, and that the two of you will forever have your 1 month long memory to cherish for the rest of your lives. Just as the sun sets, you bring the Rottweiler to the beach. You kiss him on the spot, and you meet him where you met him so many weeks ago. Do you really have to go? This whole month has been like a crazy roller coaster ride, and I don't want it to end like this. Sorry, handsome, duty calls. Will we ever meet again? You scratch him behind the ear. I wish we could. You pat him and leave him be as you walk off into the distance. You hear his whisper as he watches you. You walk further and further away from him, taking in the view of the sun setting upon the horizon one last time. You feel a sense of longing as though you won't see him anymore. You think to yourself, maybe you can take another vacation in 100 years or so. You'll find a secluded outcropping before the breaks time. Open a portal to the underworld and step through it. For one moment, you step into your office. You sense something's different. For one, Vendred's standing in front of your desk with his hands behind his back. Hello, Vendrick. Did you have fun being Demon Lord for a month? Vendrick looks at you with a stoic face. Suddenly, 3 portals appear by his side. Amar, Fox, and Fortis and Nox step through. Boss, you're back! Finally, Vendrick's been working our asses off while you were away. Your sabbatical took longer than expected, my lord. Vendrick, why did you summon everyone here? Oh, I wanted an audience for a very, very major announcement. From behind his back, he pulls out a short scepter. Its length made from solid gold. An enchanted blood ruby sits on its top, clutching within Vendrick's demonic claw. In Vendred's other hand sits a small blue sphere, no larger than a baseball. Vendred's eye glows a haunting yellow. Oh, it is hauntingly yellow. Oh, he's been Norded. Haunting yellow and a strange surge of power crackling through the air, originating from Vendred's scepter. Vendrick, where did you get those? Yeah, quit fooling around with your toys and give the boss back his office back. I don't think so. That blabbering slacker has wasted the underworld's time and will tarnish the title of Demon Lord no more. Vendrick, you don't want to do this. Vendrick points the blue scepter at you, and a bolt of lightning fires forth. The blast moving with such speed, you have no time to move. It hits you square in the chest, sending you flying. Wow, that just whoa! You slam against the bookshelf behind you, grasping as the force knocks the breath out of you. Treason! The imposing demon rushes for a second in command. Vendrick sees their approach coming. Taking a bag of coal he keeps on his belt and throwing it into the gaping mouth that's part of his stomach. Useless. The demon's stomach opens up its hatch and a bright fireball fires from the abyss of his belly, hitting Fortis straight on. Fortis staggers backwards and falls to his knees. What? He was never that strong before. Fortis clutches his stomach in pain. A bright pool of blood forms around him. You struggle to pull yourself up, though through blurred eyes you see Fortis is injured. Fortis! Whatever happened to Vendrick is no joke. Even the physically strongest of the generals couldn't stand back up from the attack. You fight through the stabbing pain coming from where the blast hit you on your chest and manage to stand up. Amar, looking confused, pulls out his gun at the second in command. Enough of this, Vendrick. Go on and try. You don't understand the power I wield. As long as I have this scepter, I'm as powerful as any Demon Lord. Just shut the fuck up. I'm the Demon Lord. You said so yourself plenty. You extend your hand into impart pressure upon Vendrick. But only a weak wall of energy falls upon him. Its force is no stronger than a regular mortal trying to hold Vendrick down. What? My power? Vendrick easily breaks free of my pressure as with a wave of his scepter. Guess an old war relic isn't as efficient after 1,000 years. No matter, you're no more stronger than a mere hatchling now. Vendrick looks on with a malicious smile. You don't seem pleased. You should be glad. Amar fires a gun from his hand, fires a shot from his gun, but Vendrick quickly knocks the shot to the ground by spinning his scepter. Fool. Vedrick unleashes another fireball, hitting Amar in the shoulder. Ah. The force throws his shoulder back, his body twisting from the impact. Amar. No, just stop him. Just stop him, Nox. Vendred aims his scepter at Nox, who's just partly drawn his blade. Don't be stupid, Nox. I have no bone to pick with any of you. I just want you all to witness his destruction. With his free hand, he points at you. I can make your life very easy, Nox. Just stand aside, and no one else gets hurt. Nox audibly gulps. He backs away and casts barriers onto the other two generals, effectively sealing them from the battle. No. Oh, I'm gonna stop in the middle of this, and okay, what is this even? Of all the jobs in the underworld, being Demon Lord is the most boring of all ever since Paw revolutionized the system. There's nothing to do but file paperwork, go to meetings, approve new torture techniques, go to meetings, announce that we have a new office printer, go to more meetings, review every single demon's work performance, go to more fucking meetings about the next meeting. Why are there so many fucking meetings? Reasonable. Now for you. Lifting his scepter high into the air, it begins to charge a bright green ball of energy. Vendrick steps closer and closer towards you. Run, my lord. But you can't run. Your legs feel like sandbags. You don't have the strength to move them. For too long, you've treated me like crap, and thousands of years of service I gave to every demon lord. It ends here. Today marks the age of my reckoning. If you're going to kill me, save me the boring monologue. Even when death stares you down, you still want the easy way out. Before I give you death, I'm sure you want to beat it in this. I'll give you death. Before I give you death, I'll make sure to beat it into you how much you're a failure of a demon. He waves his scepter back, and your body flies like a ragdoll across the room, smashing through the bookshelves. Then Drake tosses you into the air again, firing a blast of green energy at you. You spring in agony as you feel like your entire body is set on fire. Collapsing onto the ground, you're unable to move. Vendrick walks over to you, ready to plunge the sharp end of his scepter through your head. Die. You feel time slow as Vendrick's attack nears you. Mustering whatever power you have left, you desperately try to open a portal behind you. Beneath you? Whatever. It does not matter where. You just need to get away. An intense heat emanates from the palm of your hand. You yell as you feel as though the heat is consuming your entire right hand. A blue portal appears and you fall through. Vendrick's scepter misses and you smashes the spot your head was lying on. No! The next thing you know, you're lying face first in the middle of a street surrounded by darkness. You let out a forced breath of air. With shaking hands, you try to conjure up a portal, but nothing happens. Fuck you, Vendrick. You collapse to the ground as your vision succumbs to the darkness. 2 years have passed since that day. It's the dead of night. All those who reside in the town of Kibbleton are asleep. Not a single soul notices a blue sky portal opening in the middle of the vacant street. A figure emerges and looks around, amused by their surroundings. So, this is where you've been hiding all this time. To be continued. Okay. I'm gonna save here. Man, I like love this menu. I should probably learn how to do that, but I'm lazy. Yeah. I assume it'll fade back to the main menu. Or no, it has credits. Okay, that's fun. That's fun. That was pretty neat. I didn't really know what to expect. I just kind of saw the artwork and was like, "Yo, that's super cute, though." Like the key art of Pro Tag-kun sitting at his desk playing his fucking Switch, like. And then like a couple artists I follow are working on this, so I was like, "Oh, I should play it." You know, it's a whole thing. But yeah, I guess I didn't think it was gonna be like a story. I guess I thought it was gonna be like, man, I have no idea why my computer like records this shit at like 20 frames per second. Like, it is in fact an anime. But yeah, I didn't know if this was gonna be like a story-based thing or if it was gonna be like a dating sim or some bullshit, but it was real fun. It was real fun. There was a lot of personality in the dialogue that I kind of liked, and Pro Tag-kun is cute, and I guess Ventrake is okay. Like if he's gonna be our like villain, like that's fine. I'm curious how they're gonna like update this game. Like a lot of these games like update through builds, and they'll have like, oh, build number whatever, right? But this game had like, it just said demo. I think I mentioned that at the beginning, but yeah, it's just like, I don't know where the demons lurk or whatever the fuck the name is. I honestly already kind of forget, but thanks for playing the demo. Yeah, I kind of like it. I hope if they make a new build that the other characters get their portraits. And no, he's gone. Oh, okay. Yeah, where the demons lurk. I had it right. All right. Well, see you around, everyone. Hope you enjoyed.